Hello, welcome to Yoga with Rachel. I'm Rachel. Thank you for joining me today for a yoga pose tutorial on plank pose. You might be thinking, oh, Rachel's already done a plank pose tutorial, but with today's one, as you may have seen from the title, is plank using the wall. So if you feel that biceps, triceps aren't strong enough, you don't have that upper body strength or core strength yet, I will link in the plank pose tutorial and one of my core strengthening practices at the end of the video. But if you find that as you come into your plank, whether it's full plank or half plank, and that lowering down, you can feel the arms are shaking, you feel like you're just being pushed to collapse down to the mat, then one other way that you can work with finding that muscle memory, so you find that right sort of structure in your body, is to use the wall. So you haven't got gravity pushing all the way down onto the shoulders, the back, the hips, the legs, and making you feel like you're collapsing down. So with this one we need a little bit of wall space, and we're going to be standing facing the wall, feet are hip width apart, and you're extending the arms out in line with the shoulders, the same way they would be if you're at plank, and you just want to walk in to the point that your hands, the palms, start to meet the wall. Spreading the fingertips nice and wide, so you're still using the palms, the back of the knuckles, the fingertips. And from here, we're going to focus on bending the elbows. So as you start to shorten the arms, you're drawing your forehead, your chin, the chest and the belly slowly towards the wall and pushing back out. And just notice you go in one line. So if you do this on the mat and you feel that you push your hips, you do this sort of wave or ripple, then this is a really good practice to come into. So you focus on all the movement going on in the arms. So you bend into the elbows and gently move from the crown of your head all the way through to the hips. The thighs and knees will also start to move forward. You're not moving the feet, but it's just because you're moving or bending into the elbows and then straightening the arms, so you're able to find this push-up placement. So it may not create much extra additional strength straight away because you haven't got the weight of the body pushing down into the arms, but I can certainly feel that after a few of these I can feel my biceps and triceps are starting to work. So it's a really good way to try a pose but in a different place. Some of you, if you come into the studio, you've heard me say, a lot of the poses are that same but different. We're either standing or sitting or on the belly or on the back, and this is exactly the same. So rather than looking down at the mat, draw the belly down to the mat, have a go with this one standing, using the wall, arms are stretched out in front of you, and because you're bending the elbows, you're allowing the body to start to move towards the wall and straighten the arms so you're moving away. So you find that exact muscle memory to do your plank, your chaturanga movement. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. Let me know how this helps to improve your plank and that chaturanga, that flow. If you haven't already, do subscribe, click the button here. And I said I'll pop a link at the end of the video here. So there'll be one for the plank pose tutorial and one of my favourite video practices for strengthening your core. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.